Good afternoon, it's the news in brief on Rstv. I am Catherine Ago. Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly Edison Eye and the leader of Idaobulu for Sim, Kingston Sylvanus, have welcomed Mike Amakiri, a keen supporter of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, into People's Democratic Party (PDP). Mike Amakiri was the leader of Social Democratic Party (SDP) in the Southeast Senatorial District before his public declaration of support for Governor Siminalayi Fubara's led administration. The brief reception organized in Port Harcourt to formally welcome Mike Amakiri into the group of supporters of Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara's administration had some critical stakeholders like chiefs from Andoni local government area, PDP chairman from Akukutoro, Boni, Abua, Oyigbo local government areas, and some of their councillors in attendance. Represented by former majority whip of the House, Evans BP, Honorable Edison Eye said the public declaration of support by Amakiri was commendable because men of goodwill and lovers of the state should not withhold support for Governor Fubara, who means well for the state. In his speech, Mike Amakiri said he has seen the good works of the state's governor and he is very convinced that he needs all the support from well-meaning Rivers people to join hands with him to build the state of a collective dream of Rivers people. Amakiri also said Rivers people did not make any mistake when they voted massively for Governor Siminalayi Fubara, stressing that there can only be one governor at a time, adding that Rivers people will continue to stand with the governor. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister for Economy, Wale Edun, said the country needs to take advantage of cheap concessionary loans and climate financing to raise revenue for 2024 budget. Edun disclosed this during one-day retreat on the 2024 appropriation bill organized by the Senate Committee on Appropriation with the theme Budget and Budgetary Process Improved Outcomes in 2024. He insisted that Nigeria's fiscal space was exhausted in line with the position of the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and proposed a strategic shift towards concessionary funding, including climate financing as a viable option. He highlighted the urgency of addressing the fiscal constraints and reducing dependence on borrowing, particularly foreign borrowing, noting that an estimated $1 trillion annually to be spent on climate change underscored the importance of climate financing in funding the 27.5 trillion naira budget. On his part, the chairman Senate Committee on Finance, Senator Sani Musa, stressed the need to have the statistics of all the national assets which are almost non-existent, noting that government-owned enterprises are keeping the assets as if they own them and that there is need to harmonize and get a national registry for assets. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has disclosed plans to organize a one-day sensitization workshop for personnel of security agencies to provide a lasting solution to the consistent attacks on schools by kidnappers in the north-central geopolitical zone. Commander, National Safe Schools Response Coordination Center, NSSRCC, Teso Shapera, disclosed this during a press briefing in the Doma local government area of Nasarawa State. He explained that the attacks on many schools across the country necessitated the federal government to launch the program, adding that the NSCDC will be collaborating with the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police Force, the Department of State Services, and private security organizations for Safe Schools Drive. Shapera mentioned the functions of the NSSRCC to include formulating school host community engagement programs for information gathering and security alert, creating awareness on safe schools approach amongst others. According to the NSCDC, the workshop, which is expected to have 500 security personnel in attendance, will be held at Nasarawa State Government House, Lafia, the state capital of Nasarawa, on Thursday. Sudanese army has intensified airstrikes in capital city Khartoum despite Saudi and US brokered talks aimed at halting the current fighting. The lack of progress at the talks in the Saudi city of Jeddah dashed hopes for resolution of the conflict between the army and the paramilitary rapid support forces. Reports say talks in Jeddah were first suspended in June and resumed in October, but later adjourned this